Let me ask you something uncomfortable. What if the reason you're struggling financially has nothing to do with how much you earn? What if someone handed you a $90,000 salary tomorrow, and in 5 years, you'd still be in the exact same spot you are right now? I know that sounds harsh, but for most people, it's the truth. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why. Here's the dirty secret about money that most financial gurus don't want to talk about. The problem isn't income. The problem is what happens to the money after it arrives. There's a concept called lifestyle creep, and it's quietly destroying the financial future of millions of people who, on paper, look like they're doing great. You get a raise, you move to a nicer apartment, you get a bonus, you buy a car you don't really need, you land a better job. Suddenly your weekends cost twice as much as they used to, and at the end of every month, the number in your bank account stays the same, or worse, it goes down. I want to tell you about two people. Both are 30 years old. One earns $45,000 a year. The other earns $120,000. Who do you think is building more wealth? If you said the second person, you might be wrong. Studies consistently show that high earners are some of the most financially fragile people in the country. They drive $60,000 trucks. They rent apartments that eat 40% of their take-home pay. They go on international vacations twice a year, on credit cards. High income without financial discipline doesn't create wealth. It creates an expensive lifestyle that requires you to keep working forever just to maintain it. And here's the part that makes this even harder. You're not just fighting your own habits. You're fighting an entire industry. Every app on your phone, every ad that follows you around, every buy now, pay later button, every limited time offer with a countdown timer. These aren't accidents. They're precision tools designed by some of the smartest psychologists in the world. Their job is to make spending feel effortless and saving feel like punishment. So what separates the people who build real wealth from the people who stay stuck? It's not intelligence. It's not luck. It comes down to one fundamental shift in mindset. Rich people pay themselves first, before the rent, before the car payment, before the groceries. A fixed percentage goes straight into savings or investments. Automatically, non-negotiably. They don't save what's left over after spending. They spend what's left over after saving. That single shift in order is responsible for more wealth creation than any investment strategy I've ever seen. There's another trap I need to talk about. It's the trap of looking wealthy instead of being wealthy. We live in a world where image has become currency. Social media has made it incredibly easy and tempting to perform a lifestyle you can't afford. The car that's a little too expensive. The vacation you put on a payment plan. The outfits bought to show up a certain way. The people who are truly wealthy almost never look like it. They drive used cars. They wear unremarkable clothes. Their bank account does the talking, quietly in the background. Here are the 3 concrete mistakes keeping most people broke. Even people with great salaries. Mistake 1. No emergency fund. Most people can't cover a $1,000 emergency without going into debt. One bad month, one medical bill, one car repair, one layoff, and everything falls apart. Mistake 2. Treating credit cards as income. A credit card is not extra money. It's a loan, with interest, often between 20 and 30%. Every time you carry a balance, you are literally paying a company for the privilege of spending money you don't have. Mistake 3. Investing in appearance instead of assets. Real assets, index funds, real estate, businesses, they build value while you sleep. Now let me give you the most important math lesson you never got in school. Imagine you put $300 a month into an investment account starting at age 25. Just a simple index fund averaging 8% a year. By age 65, you'd have over $930,000, almost $1 million, from $300 a month. Now here's the part that messes with your head. If you wait just 10 years, start at 35 instead of 25, that same $300 only grows to around $408,000. Time is the single most powerful financial tool in existence, and most people throw it away on things they'll forget about in 2 years. Now, why does 2026 matter specifically? Because the economic environment has shifted in ways that punish the financially unprepared more than ever before. Inflation has eaten into purchasing power. Interest rates remain elevated. Debt is more expensive than it's been in decades. The people who started building in 2020, in 2021, in 2022, even through all the chaos, they are now in a dramatically different position. The window doesn't stay open forever. All right, enough of the problem. Let's talk about the solution. The simplest possible framework, because complicated is why most people never start. Step 1. Know your number. Know exactly how much comes in and how much goes out every month. The real number. Most people have never done this. It takes 30 minutes. Step 2. Automate your savings. The moment your paycheck hits, move a percentage, even 5 or 10%, to a separate account automatically. Remove willpower from the equation. Step 3. Kill your highest interest debt first. That 24% credit card balance is destroying your future 1 month at a time. Step 4. Start investing, even small. A $50 monthly contribution to an index fund builds the habit, the knowledge, and the momentum. And momentum compounds. Here's something I want you to sit with. The reason most people stay broke isn't stupidity. It isn't laziness. It's the absence of a single honest conversation. We've built a culture where talking about money is rude, where admitting you're struggling is embarrassing, where asking for help feels like weakness, and that silence is costing people their futures. If nobody in your life is having this conversation with you, I hope this video is the start of one. Here's the truth I want you to leave with. In 2026, staying broke is optional. Not because money is easy to come by, not because the system is fair, but because the information, the tools, and the access to change your trajectory are more available today than ever in history. The gap between people who build wealth and people who don't is not talent, not income, not luck. It's decision-making. And decisions can be changed starting today. If this video made you think differently about even one thing, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe if you want to go deeper. That's exactly what this channel is here for. I'll see you in the next one.